Anyone know what's the world population? 7 billion. That's the amount of mobile users we have worldwide. 6.5 billion. That is 94%. That means in every 100 people, there are about 94 people who have phones, and only 6 don't have. There are only 1.5 billion credit cards in the world, 1.5 billion TVs in the world, 1.3 billion internet users in the world, 1.2 billion landlines in the world, 1 billion mobile broadband users, mobile dongle users, less than 1 billion PCs in the world, and 0.85, 850 million cars in the world. All right? And you have one device, one gadget, that's almost equivalent to the population as well. How many of you here didn't bring your phone today? A lot of people don't carry credit cards. A lot of people don't drive. A lot of people don't do a lot of things here. All right? I don't have a laptop. All right? So, but we all carry one device with us all the time. The minute we leave it, we take a U-turn at the roundabout or at the traffic light, we go back home and we grab it. And it's constantly with us and constantly connected with us. This is a survey that was done by Time and Qualcomm, all right, to see how wireless technology has changed the way you live. In the UK, 62% of the people said because of mobile phones, it's easier for them to be away from their family. In India, 73% said they had close contact with their family. 79% said they had better information about news in China. In South Korea, 48% said they spend too much time looking at their mobile phone devices, you're not observing the world. 62% in Brazil said they stay in closer contacts with their friends. 29% in the US said their wireless device is the first thing, the last thing they look at every day. A survey that was done tells an average person looks at his mobile phone 150 times in a day. 150 times in a day. Average. Alright? You look at it for time, you look at it for message, you look at it for, you count all that 150 times in a day, that one gadget. Alright? Do you need to have the latest technology? Alright? How many people agree? 57 in India agree, 24 in South Korea, in UK 17, 18 in the US, Brazil 37, and China 46. Where do you place your mobile device while you're sleeping at night? How many of you put it next to your bed? Come on. Alright, so 68% of people actually put their mobile phones next to the bed. 1% leave it in the car, 16% in the bedroom. Right? 2% in other places and 30% in the different. But 68% of people put your mobile gadget right next to you. I would say money is probably one of the greatest things around. Everyone wants money, everyone carries it. But we don't carry a wallet and put it next to us in bed. We don't keep looking at it 150 times in a day to see how much money we have. There has one device and gadget that's basically even taken or made money inert. That's your mobile gadget. Alright? Do you always use your mobile phone while doing other tasks? Seeing a movie. How many people, how many percent? 47% in India. You're driving a car. 31, 32 in other countries. Playing with children, attending a party, eating at a restaurant. Alright? I'm sure you've seen this. Everywhere we go, everywhere we sit down, people are not having conversations with each other. Alright? They're looking at each other, probably even texting each other, hey, how do you like your food? Alright? So it's that. I do it, you know. An email comes in, you know, I'm having a dinner and I am forced to reply for certain reasons and I can't focus on my phone. We all do it. It has become so much a part of our life that we can't seem to neglect it. How has wireless technology made your country a more or less efficient place to do business? Everybody agrees it's made it more efficient. Okay? Much more efficient, less efficient, it shows you now. How has wireless technology changed how you work? The US say 3% have fewer personal relationships with their clients and co-workers. 12% in UK say they work remotely more often. 63 say they're able to manage work more. 57 in Brazil say decisions are made more quickly. In South Korea, 32 say that they've had less time to think. And in China, 48% say it's easier for them to be away from the office. Okay, so we all have mobile phones, we all know it, we all do everything on it, alright? But, and 6.5 billion. So let's go down to the poorest and the poorest part of the world and see how mobile has become such a crucial part of their lives, alright? A country where people don't even have access to water People don't even have access to toilets. But yes, one device and a gadget that they need or have is a mobile phone. And how this technology is changing people in Africa. Banking. I mean, M-Pesa is a very big and a famous service provider in Kenya. They provide access to over 15 million Kenyans, all right, for basically banking, sending money. People don't have to walk hours and have to go to different places to go banking. They do it by their phone. They send money, all right? They send money, they receive money through SMSs and through phones. This has become a way of life in Kenya, and it contributes 5% of the GDP there. Activism, all right? Uprising in Egypt, all right? And in a lot of places around the world, the mobile phone has changed journalism. The mobile phone has changed the way we receive news, all right? Twitter, okay, this year was a year, or last year was a year of the Olympics, was the most tweeted thing in the world, all right? Before judges could announce the results, you received it in a tweet because you probably had someone there sitting there, saw who won the race, all right, and they already started tweeting. BBC and news started becoming irrelevant because of mobile devices and people have access to it. They started sending out messages, tweets, news, and everything. So even in countries like Africa, right, mobile phone is changing how people are voting. Mobile phone is changing people and empowering people to be better citizens. Education. Nokia capitalized on the growing popularity of the social network in South Africa to launch MoMath, a mathematics teaching tool that targets users. The instant messaging platform, MXit. MXit is South Africa's popular social media platform with more than 10 active users in the country. People are now learning through their mobile phones. Not necessary to go to school, not necessary to teach, all right? Not necessary to go see a teacher. They're learning through mobile phones. Health. This is one of the biggest problems in Africa, all right? Fake drugs, right? Almost 30% of drugs that go in to Africa are fake. And there was a big problem that was there in 2009. 100 Nigerian babies had died because they were given teething medicine that contained a solvent usually found in antifreeze. Now this young graduate came up with a fantastic idea, which is a no-brainer. He thought about it. All he did was put a scratch card-like thing on the bottle, and to find out whether it was an original or an authentic medicine, all you need to do is scratch it, take the serial number, SMS it from your phone to the server, and it tells you whether it's an authentic product or not. So to even help in health cases, all right, this helped people in Africa a lot. So mobile in today's digital world. Now almost everything that you see here is accessible or connected to a mobile phone. You've got connected TVs. Samsung has connected TVs. You can access your Samsung TV with your mobile phone. You've got an app for that, all right? You can control, you can use it as a keyboard, all right? Cars. The BMW has something called a connected drive, which is fantastic, all right? Plug it in, download the app onto your iPhone, all right? Sit inside your car. It gives you the whole diagnostics of your car. What is there when you get out of your car in your shopping center? It tells you your fuel is low. All right, so you need to go pour petrol. So even your cars now talk to your phones, connected, all right? DVD players, Samsung DVD Blu-ray players talk to your phones. You can use your phone to control them. You can browse on them, play YouTube videos, photo frames that talk to your phone. When you walk into your house, whatever pictures that you've taken for today comes out on your photo frame or through photo stream on your TV, all right? Cameras. Samsung launched their camera that runs on Android. You also have phones and cameras that basically talk through wireless devices to your phones and show you the display. Tablets, of course. Billboards, I'll show you something later. Now, so we saw how things are moving in Africa and how probably a country that's just coming up with the basic technology, all right, is moving up. And this is how a lot of us are experiencing mobile gadgets that has become a way or part of our life. Band and an app. This is called Live from Jabra. A lot of you use Jabra, Bluetooth, headphones, and everything. They also make this thing, all right, which is basically something that you wear on your wrist. It's an activity monitoring tool. It tells you how many times you use your hand to eat your food, whether you're eating too fast, whether you're eating too slow, how many calories you consume. It tells you based on how many times you walk and stride your arms, right? How many calories you're burning, how often you're walking, how long you're walking, how many times you're taking up the steps, all right? It tracks your sleep pattern. You wear it before when you go to bed, all right? How many times you toss and turn, whether you're awake, whether you're asleep. And it shows you everything there next day on your phone as a graph. You're able to see your life yesterday, what you did. So even your whole day activity, even though you don't use your phone, there are gadgets that have been talking and connecting you to your phone, and they're sending information to your phone. Wi-Fi range scale. My sister got this for me, and I still haven't used it. I've not lost weight. But what I'm supposed to do, all right, is get on this every morning. All right, it's connected to your Wi-Fi, to your router, and there's an app for it on your phone. And it basically checks your weight every day or every other day that you stand on it, and your basic metabolic rate and your BMI, and it tells you your graph of how much you're eating, how much weight you put on, you know, whether you're losing weight, whether you need to stay healthy and everything else. And this is a gadget, a device that basically is connected to your phone, to your iPad or to your computer to see how your progress or your health is. Wi-Fi light bulb. Now this is something cool. Philips actually launched this also. This is another company that came up with this. This is a light bulb that you fix like you normally fix an LED bulb, all right? And you have an app on your phone to change the color according to your mood you're setting. Let's say someone comes in, you know, you feel like a relaxing mood, you can change it according to that color that you want your room to be, or you set it according to that light or according to that sentiment. So bulbs are now talking to your phone. Vitality glow caps. This is something very interesting. It's a device that basically probably you'd use it if your parents are taking pills, or if you need to keep an eye on your grandparents or parents or anyone to know whether they're taking their medicine on time, all right? It's a simple thing that just fits on the top of your pill bottle, all right? So let's say you need to take medicine at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock or predefined times. You set it up in the app, all right? And it tells you if you're not at home, it tells the person that, hey, listen, your mom hasn't opened her pill box. The pill is not taken. So the minute they do it or don't do it, there's a light that glows there and tells them, beep, 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 you need to take your pills. You know? So you're able to even monitor, not only younger people at home, you're even able to monitor elderly people at home through your mobile device, whether they have done what you're supposed to do. Online pet feeder. A lot of people have pets, and pets have sort of taking control of their lives in so many ways. If you have a pet, you know how difficult it is to go for a holiday, to go for a break, to even go out for a few hours, because it's almost like another person living at home. Someone needs to feed it, someone needs to be there to take care of it. All right? There has been a device that's done basically built for pets that you can watch and control it through your phone. It's an app. You basically speak through your phone. Your pet can hear it. All right? Activate what time the food feeding mechanism needs to open. All right? You can feed your pet. So your mobile gadget is now come, and it's even got a camera fixed to it. You can view your pet to see whether your pet is actually coming in and feeding from that. So now you don't have to stay home. You don't have to give an excuse. You've got actually a way to take care of things at your house that you're not able to do with your mobile phone. Jola. This is a very interesting company. Lockitron basically went to Kickstarter for funding. All right. Kickstarter didn't believe in this idea. They said, a door lock that you control via your phone, maybe not. All right? This is something that you can buy, fit it on any existing door lock. All right? All door locks are standard listing. So you just fix it on any door lock. It has an app. This talks to your Wi-Fi device in your house. All right? So when you're coming home, you can use your phone to open it. Or let's say I've got a friend who's coming home and I'm not home early, I can give him access. As long as he downloads the app, from my phone I can give him access and say, hey, why don't you go home and wait, all right? I'll be back shortly. Or if a maid or someone is coming, you can even define what time the door opens and what time the door closes. If a lot of you, or if any of you does Airbnb, you don't have to be in the country, you can open your door for people that you Airbnb or renting your premises, but something. So these guys went around, started on their own website, and actually raised more money than what they expected. And it's a successful product, and they're already in production. McDonald's Pick and Play. This was something that was done in Sweden, basically at McDonald's on a digital billboard, where you're actually able to interact with your phone. So you watch the billboard that's there, you take out your phone, you log into the URL, you basically play a ping pong game, all right? And then if you win, it appears on your screen, you walk into McDonald's, and you show them, hey, listen, I won, and I played it. So billboards are now talking to your mobile phones. So how do we capitalize? What is it? So this is a device that we all understand. This is a device that's with us we see gadgets that are coming up in different forms of different factors that are connected to our phone. Think global, not local. A lot of entrepreneurs here in Malaysia, especially in the mobile sector, what they fail to do is think global. They always look to do an app or get funding from MBA or get funding from wherever for something that's local. Great, Malaysia is a fantastic place. Malaysia is a great place. I'm very sorry to tell you, if you are trying to make money here, I'm sorry, unless it's a government project, unless you've scored something really big, it is impossible for you to come up with an app to sell to Malaysians and make money. 28 million people, out of which probably 30% have smartphones, out of which probably 10% are more used to buying apps on the phone, out of which probably 1% that you would reach. So about 30,000 people you would probably reach with your app. You sell your app for $1 to everybody, you still haven't made the cost of developing your app. Alright? So trying to develop apps for the local market, alright, unless you're doing something fantastic that you think every Malaysian should have it on his phone, it's not going to work and you're not going to make money. And a lot of entrepreneurs in Malaysia fail to understand that. Can anyone name a famous mobile app game? Mobile app game? Angry Birds, right? Angry Birds, not a lot of people know this, and this comes to what Dr. Shiva said, basically about failure. Angry Birds, Peter Westerberg, who's actually the founding member of Mobile Monday in Sweden, filed for bankruptcy before Angry Birds launched. He had developed 52 games before Angry Birds. 52 games. You don't hear about it. 52 games, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, not 10. 52 games before Angry Birds. And Angry Birds is the #1 game now everywhere. 8 million downloads just on Christmas Day, with the Christmas Day version. Alright? So a company that almost went bankrupt, alright, but they had help at the last minute. And some of them helped them, alright, to go global. Now, think hardware, not only software. Now, a lot of programmers, a lot of people, especially here in Malaysia, when entrepreneurs, we develop things that is easy, which is hardware, which is software. We design, we develop apps and everything else. But there's a huge market for what I showed you, even gadgets and devices out there that is for hardware based, which this country basically lacks and which a lot of people do not focus on. Like the Lockitron model, like the glow cap for, or the vitality cap for the busy, like the pet feeder, like so many gadgets that are out there that can basically talk to your mobile phone. It's a huge market that's untapped for connected devices. There are existing today, as of the end of last year, 9.3 billion connected devices. 6.5 million phones, yes, connected devices. These are routers, these are weighing scales, these are things that you wear in your hand, these are watches, these are things. There are 9.3 billion connected devices already out there in the world. And there's a huge market. App Store has been over 150. Any questions, you can always come and see me and talk to me. Alright, thank you all once again for giving me this opportunity. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.